Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Last time, we began our exploration of the city of Canabras, now overrun with demons, and excuse me, and are beginning to basically explore. We have a limited time frame, but we're exploring what we can. We've come across a fight between the leader of, and what we've come across is a city being looted down here, and as we move north across the cavern left by the demon, we found more places where people are trying to survive. We've been begged to help a noble's house that has been covered in that has been under attack by demons at a party, as well as a fight between the Holrun, the prelate, or basically head honcho of this area, and the priest Ramian, who is trying to save as many people, begging him to send his people to save as many people as possible, when Holrun is more focused upon protecting, defending against anything that might when he's expecting demons to come climbing out of the crater. In addition, we also met Ember. We met Woljif in where everyone who's defending the city is congregating in a thief who had been captured and was in the area that everyone was congregating in. And Ember, a strange little girl who is much older than she seems and is more capable, who seems oblivious to the danger and
ready for anything.
Was mostly prepared to sacrifice herself with a smile. Either way, we're continuing our explorations of this area.
As it should be.
Alright, so can't go this way, but... Oh. Another corpse. Yeah. And blood this way.
That is not far. Be careful, everyone!
Oh, sneak attack.
This was...
Oof. Yeah.
This pain is excruciating.
Alright. We just got ambushed by a Bao, a chaotic evil outsider. 59 hit points, and C invisibility permanent, AC 16, and a damage reduction of 10 points. He also resists energy of 10 points. Probably one of the most rough enemies we just came into. Yeah. Immune to poison. Yeah. This is rough. So...
Me all right?
But sneak attacks get bypassed DR, so that helped. And Sela, smite evil. As you saw, our main character got absolutely slaughtered. Yeah. Go ahead and buff.
I'll cut you wide open.
Yep. Reduce damage. And Calvin. Alright. And see if you can't add a vulnerability. Alright.
So this is how it feels.
Oof. He's going for all the softer targets.
Why not both?
Oof.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright. Oof. We both got hit hard. And that was rough. And Camellia. I use up potions first, personally. That's just the way I tend to play. And it had an enchanted spear. Let's see. Who would... Well, let's see what it actually is. Enchanted spear. Just a cold iron short spear +1. So it's cold iron, so it's good against demons and fey creatures. And just the basic +1 is still respectable. Claude Jiska is good. Camelia's rapier is a +1 as well, but... And we'll see if she... The problem is... Yeah, because... Yeah, the problem being that we still don't have a really good weapon for her. And this 1d5/6 -1 due to her strength... it's rough.
No mistakes.
So...
In due time.
What we should start doing, actually, now that I think of it... Okay. Let's look at scrolls. Potion of Lesser Restoration. Then Camellia should have a wider range of... Yeah, the scrolls of inflict light wounds.
Time's not waiting.
They'll end up bypassing some DR and doing more damage.
All according to plan.
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
Ah. Pearl. And a gold ring. Nice.
I'll
Ember?
go ahead.
Ember is quite the perception skill, doesn't she? Let's see. What is her skill at? Ember. Perception +5. Is that really the highest? No, I was going to say. So she just happened to roll that high.
As it should be.
Alright. So, we got ambushed. Our greed was punished,
That's
but
not far.
we did manage to get through. Alright. So we're looking for more of the companions of Ramian.
In due time.
A tiger? Hello. Aw, little kitty. We pet the cat?
All according to plan.
Aw, let us adopt it? Yay! Yes, folks. You can find various pets in this game, and in fact... Let's see... There she is. Tiger. A beautiful tiger stripe orange tabby. Tiger may not be the friendliest kitten, but it'll happy curl up next to you while you sleep. Cat's feral instincts provide a +2 morale bonus on perception and lore nature checks. Oh, did I put
Ready
it?
for anything.
Okay, I believe it's in my inventory. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Focus on the goal.
Alright. So what I can do is usable items. Tiger. And yeah,
I'll go ahead.
Tiger will just wander around. Just have a nice little kitty. We defend the kitty at all costs. Hey, careful, careful. And of course the cat would play right next to the deep edge of the crevasse.
As it should be.
These people were not killed by demons, their mortal wounds were inflicted by normal weapons. Well,
Right against our resolve.
because the problem wasn't just people coming in, but the problem is with the demons rampant, people sought to take advantage. Ember. And we'll send... Alright. another evoker. Okay. Yeah. Alright. And another wizard to hit. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Woljif, go ahead and keep casting. That's something. Divine Zap, go ahead. Nice. Alright.
Surrender or else.
The thing to remember about Ember is she does in fact have a -4 to her basic attack due to her curse. So, it's not as if...
Take you.
Yeah, they really hate me. Huh, it's almost like my class is based around being hated.
Let's try this way.
Oof. I reduced the damage to 0. Yeah. Alright.
Aim carefully.
No. Woljif, keep going. Nice. Alright. Love to see that. Love to see that damage. I really gotta stop holding back on... Actually, let's try Slumber. And he's no longer an issue. So then, now we can use a special maneuver here. Single move, full move, yeah. There's a specific maneuver in our abilities called coup de grace. As a full round action, you can use a melee weapon to deliver a coup de grace to a helpless. You automatically score a critical hit, and if the defender survives the damage, they must take a fortitude save or die. You can't deliver a coup de grace against creature of immune to critical hits. This is not that. Though the only thing that sucks is it's a full round action. But he's asleep. So, if nothing else, yep, he's asleep. So, just leave him there. Yep. And Sela. Abilities, coup de grace. Go ahead.
Done with you.
And there we go. Yeah.
That is not far.
Coup de grace are one of those. Yeah, if you can make, it's one of the reasons if you want to make someone helpless. And one of the key things that's going to be very useful for the way we do, the way I like to, one of the ways I like to play is I will love to be a disabling wizard and basically leave someone helpless to be finished off.
In due time.
So enabling sneak attacks and such. And here, well, we're inside someone's house. Let's see.
What a find.
Oh, something off the bat. Alright, there's a trap over there for some reason. Ah, there's a treasure chest. Okay, so someone booby-trapped the treasure chest. Careful, Tiger. Don't run into the trap. Actually, Tiger can't trigger it. But... and that's to the basement. Alright.
All according to plan.
This is my kind of work.
Yeah. Alright. And then loot. A journal about an experiment. Experiment day 1. Today I was able to catch a quasit. Aurori be my witness, it wasn't easy, considering my humble physical condition. Luckily it was a scrawny specimen, about 7 pounds, with a wingspan of about 2 1/3 feet. When it awoke, the Quasit first tried to attack me, and then ruined my clothes with his caustic saliva. Experiment Day 3. I have begun my linguistic research. My goal is to study the language of Quasits. I'm quite convinced they have their own dialect. Through understanding their speech, I'll be able to understand their way of thinking and convince them to rebel against their lord's tyranny. A revolution will roll through the abyss, and the powerless will rebel against their oppressors. I'm sure that Everbloom Milani will not refuse her patronage even to such creatures as these if they would break their chains of slavery. Unfortunately, progress thus far is insignificant. I've been able to catalog only 2 words which I suspect mean rend and carrion. The Quasit formed both words quite vividly when commenting on my person. While I was entering this record, Quasit managed to steal my watch and throw it into the chamber pot. Judging by his spiteful giggling, he's quite delighted about his little joke, and despite the naughty trick, I am somewhat glad. Jokes and pranks are part of cognitive communication, which I fully intend to establish with the specimen. I grow more and more convinced I made the right decision in leaving Absalom in Foray Logos, the so-called Waiha's house. More like narrow-minded fools stuck in the past under the sway of their ringleader, that chatterbox, the fool of fools, Jubilost Narthropple. They've never appreciated the progressive nature of my theories. Experiment Day 4. Today the Quasit almost bit my nose off while I fed him. In response to my shame, I beat him with a wand. Such behavior toward a sentient being is unacceptable, and I repent deeply. I've also run out of meat. The specimen and I will have to make do with porridge and soup. It's been 3 days since the experiment switched to a vegetarian diet. At first the Quasit refused to eat plant-based food, but then ate some cabbage soup and poked the porridge with his claw. His face looked so tragic. Experiment Day 7. The specimen has completely lost all sign of aggression. At dawn, I was awoken by his mourning. The Quasit was rolled up in a ball in the corner, whimpering. Despite his dangerous appearance, it's quite impossible to not feel compassion towards the poor creature. I had to take prompt measures and give the specimen a laxative potion. The Quasit now reacts to me with confusion and fear, but at least it's not suffering anymore. His gastrointestinal tract must have reacted unhappily to the unfamiliar diet. What a great day! The switch to completely plant-based diet is complete. The theory is that Quasits can only eat meat and carrion has been disproven. My eternal opponent, Sir Jubilost, will have to go drown himself in a river. The Quasit has become peaceful and easygoing. He no longer tries to eat my boots or feet inside them. The specimen's behavior has become gentle and friendly. He shows some interest in ball games and physical exercise. I've named him Pecker. Today, he initiated communication and attempted to explain a new word to me. By all evidence, he was making up the word during the communication process, for there's never been such a word in the Quasit language. The meaning, as I understand it, is safety, comfort, and calm. I see no further to keep Pecker on his chain. The experiment has convinced me that the vicious and evil traits attributed to Quasits are acquired habits, not natural or inherent to their nature. Over these days, I've really grown fond of him, and by all evidence, Pecker likes me too. He's gotten used to my napping on my knee while writing my observations in the journal. Maybe someday this Quasit will become my familiar. The current stage of experiment is complete. Pecker and I are soon off to Absalom to present our findings before the professors at Foray Logos become a scientific sensation. On our way, we may make a small detour to Avestan so that Pecker will have a chance to better adapt to civilization. I hope the little trickster enjoys the journey. I'm not going to read all this one, but yeah.
I'll go ahead.
And learning spells from scrolls. Since basically Woljif is a type of wizard, for the type of rogue caster he is, he actually can learn spells. So if you have a scroll, so you switch over to Woljif, go over the scrolls, and anything with the quill mark he can actually learn. You lose the scroll, but he learns the spell to be able to cast in the future. So, yep, you see the commands, copy the Woljif spellbook. So periodically it may be worth it to expand his wealth of spells. Let's see. Camellia can't because she's a spontaneous caster. Ember can't because she's a spontaneous caster. And I can't because I'm a spontaneous caster.
Time's not waiting.
Alright. Now let's see.
As it should be.
Alright. So let's head to the basement. What was that sound? You hear that?
That is not far.
The fighters must have died caught off guard. They died before they can even draw their weapons. Their bodies are covered in a thin layer of ice. So that probably means something's here. Well, first thing we're going to do is abilities. I'm going to activate my light halo to make more light here. So I don't ever need to cast a light spell. I can just use my light halo. In addition, let's see. We would want... So that's your hint. Bane, Bless, Mage Armor, Inflict Serious Wounds, Prayer, Unbreakable Hearts, Burning Hands, Bane, Bless, Bull's Strength.
Ready for anything.
Alright. So, the best thing we could possibly do thin layer of ice. Well, there's a blockage here.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Alright. Yeah, not much she can do, so... Alright. I've got my inciting aura going, so... Let's try sleep. Nice. Ah! Shadow Demon. A permanent invisibility. Outsider. AC 15, but it's invisible, so it's not as easy. Set 48 HP. Yep. Sela. Go ahead and get in.
Into the fray.
Yep, missed due to concealment, but we got some damage in it. The Dretch is asleep. Alright, full attack.
For me.
Yeah, that concealment sucks. Alright. Go ahead and add a vulnerability. Make enemies vulnerable. Energy resistance suppressed. A successful will save. Nah, make him... Try and see if we can put it to sleep. I think, actually, is it immune to sleep? No, it's not.
Too late for apologies.
Nope, missed. Alright.
Forwards.
Yep. Both misses. Okay, try to buff everyone as much as possible. Your own attack. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, that sucked. They're flat-footed, yeah. So, the best other thing I can do is Light of Angels. And take a 5-foot step out of the... Yeah. Attack. Yeah, I was hoping not. Alright, Seela, keep at it.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Yeah, that damage reduction is massive. Thankfully, the wretch is there.
Time to share your treasures.
There we go. We got some sneak attacks in. And... yeah. 5-foot step. Get her back. And try the vulnerability. And made this. Got a nat 20 on it, of course. Alright. Go ahead.
Solid plan.
Alright, we're not doing bad.
The spirits demand your blood!
Yep. Oof. Hang in there, Seela. Let's see. From there, since I can see it, I can target it. Fascinate living creatures, cause them to stop and stare blankly at you in a dazed condition. Yeah. We'll save. Nope. Oh well. Alright. Well, Seela took the hit, but she's yeah, swift action to use a heal. Only one. Oh well.
The light take you.
Oh well. Yep, we put the Dretch to sleep, so that's not a big deal.
Cover me, all right?
Alright, we got rid of his, the Shadow Demon's invulnerability. Alright. And... yeah.
I'll hit you!
Yep. As long as my insult's up, no one else can cast, of course. Alright, go ahead.
You are today's sacrifice!
Yep, we're getting there. Ow. Let's see. That was my last major spell. But... let's see. I do still have my zeros, so... try it. Lullaby. Huh. Yeah.
Into the fray.
There we go. And then somebody else can finish up. And Woljif, head over to the Dretch. Yeah.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Yeah, that's most of it done. And we'll have abilities. Go ahead and coup de grace. Oh, she can't. Right, you can't do it with a ranged
You
weapon.
won't stop us.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
go ahead.
their hearts!
Focus on the goal.
There we go.
In due time.
So a shadow demon was hiding down here, and got the people who came down here. All right. Came out of it a little worse for the wear, but not the worst.
I am prepared.
All right, we need an 18 athletics check to clear the
A
blockage.
trivial matter.
Yeah, we got it. What'd we get? Oh, right, I have an 18 and I have an 11. 7 in athletics, so okay.
All according to plan.
And let's see. Pick the lock. We'll actually add a lock pick because this one's pretty rough.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Ooh, a composite bow.
I'll go
Alright.
ahead.
Alright. So, composite bows differ from regular bows in that your strength bonus, you add your strength bonus. So for a good range damage option, for fighters this is fantastic. And this one is a wicked, So whenever the composer confirms a critical hit, the target must pass a saving throw or suffer a curse. The curse is up for creatures -1 to will, -2 to fortitude, and -3 to reflex. Not bad. So,
No mistakes.
the question is, who do we give it to? Obviously, Ember. Ember can't really use it. She has a -2 in the strength. That's not an option for her. Woljif does better has plenty of magic for ranged options. Same with Camilla. So, more than likely, either Sela or Kaurin. I'm going to say Kaurin takes it, because she's going to be in the party all the time. So her having an extra ranged option is going to be fantastic. Because basically the way it works is there may be story reasons why you may lose access to a character, whereas if you create a character, they don't have a story relevance, so you don't lose them out. So there's an argument to be made of just making a party and then just only taking others as you need. Scroll of Fairy Fighter, see invisibility, yeah. So these guys did have everything they needed to see the demon.
That's not far.
Well, they just didn't get the chance to use it. They got ambushed before they could make use of it. Yep. Before we go, though, I just want to check something. I think Lesser Restoration, if I use it...
Time's not waiting.
Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay. Couldn't remember if it removed the Death's Door debuff. I'm not going to worry about losing the one potion. Okay. Continuing to explore.
This is my kind of work.
Yep. Alright, we're on the other side of the cracks, so we started down here in the bottom right, and we've moved most of the way across the map at this point.
In due time.
Alright. Lore nature.
I can't.
Somebody ripped lumps of flesh from these
All
dead
according
bodies.
to plan.
Well, that probably means there's rats somewhere over here.
Can we retreat
No.
already?
Even worse. Ghouls. Alright. Ghouls are mindless monsters. Alright. Well. Woljif, go ahead.
Distract them for me.
That's not good. Okay. So, full move. Let's do... Okay, about here. And... Burning Hands. Nice. Got them both. Huh? Curl. Alright. Sela.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright. Naturally, because we're the main character, of course, most mindless enemies will typically run towards us. Or whoever's closest. But,
Aim carefully.
yep. Let's see. I don't even have my insult up, but... Lullaby. Nah. They're too close for me to risk spellcasting anyway. So we'll just...
This will hurt.
Yep. And what other spells do you have? Virtue. Stabilize, resistance. You know what? Woljif could use the Cure Light Wounds at this point. Yeah. Yep. Woljif, finish it off.
Treasures.
Nice. And let's... Actually, Cure Light Wounds on the ghoul.
Yes.
Because positive energy damages the undead. And Sela.
Take you.
There we go. Yep.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. And... a halfling survivor? A short hood figure is poking about some bodies lying in the middle of the street. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it up against a wall, and places the corpse's hands on its chest. The figure then freezes, as if hesitating, and you see him reach out his hand towards the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, then reaches out again. Hey, who are you and what are you doing? The stranger almost jumps out of his skin and the hood falls from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling looks up at you. Oh, phew! I thought you were demons. Good day to you, good lady. Sela's eyebrows lift in apparent surprise. Curl, is that you? The halfling looks at Sela and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Sela, you're alive. Goodness me, that's the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. What was the first bit of good news? Stick around and see for yourself. Do you know this person, Sela? Obviously, but... Meet Rimby, better known as Curl. He hails from Conabres and he fights in the Condemned. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Sela smiles and adds a little more seriously. Curl, it's probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if what you were about to do is right. The halfling's cheek flushed and he hides his hands behind his back. I just thought... Oh, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything useful about what's going on in the city? I'm afraid not, good lady. I just left Defender's Heart. Before that, I was holed up here, too scared to leave. Although spending all that time under Commander Erebeth's nose sure was something. She's a strict one. Woo! And when she gets antsy... Don't even start. I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last me a lifetime. So what are you doing here, robbing? I hate that I have to accuse him. No! The halfling protests. Rimby Curl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get this poor lad's body off the road. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on paving stones. A cart is drawn by a sad little horse, appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it, and a young man in knight's armor is walking alongside. Even from a distance you can see his tanned face and his blue eyes shining brightly. The halfling straightens up. See? A terribly important mission and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. As he's speaking, the newcomers notice you, and the knight cries out in jubilation, Sela! I thought I'd never see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, the center of the demons' attack. The half-elf smiles warmly at Sela. Hey, friend, glad to see you're all right. When we got separated in the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away something was wrong. And when the demons appeared all of a sudden, I realized that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But I couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up, and I was proved right. Sela's face lights up with joy. So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jen are alive. Actually, by good news, I mean we found the beer cart. Sir Elan and Jana have been alive amounts to a quarter bit of good news. Well, maybe half. A beer cart. How about sharing it with us? I'm sure we could all do with a drink. Yeah. For those who survive, this is probably a good sign. The half-elf winks rakishly. Certainly, give me your flask, friend. And if you walk with us to Defender's Heart, we can give you a more thorough sampling of the spoils there. Despite the cheerful tone, she looks at you with anxious hope. Janna, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the three of us will be more than enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying barrels of beer, I wager. By the way, my name is Sir Elon. Sir Elon of the Hound Hearts. I'm glad to meet someone who survived this man. You haven't told me how you know Sela. I'll save you the story till we're all back in Defender's Heart. You're going back there, aren't you? We have a reason to toast our spoils. Alright. I have to go. I'm not going to rat out Curl. He's a rogue by nature, and he was tempted, but he resisted. So long. We're sure to meet again, either in this city or at Defender's Heart. Sure you will. Come to the tavern. We'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together. So, Sela found her friends, and they're all alive. Excellent. Now, yeah. That's the other reason.
As it should be.
He resisted, I didn't. Sorry, but the dead have no use for trinkets, and I'm gonna need everything I can to survive in this place. So, as you might expect, this is another exit. But this is also where we first encountered ghouls, of all things. Huh? People. So sweet it is to kill. What the? Oof. The hell was that? It turned them into ghouls.
Save the last one for me.
So a bunch of crusaders were just killed and turned into ghouls. That's not good. Alright, well. Try. Made its will save. Oh well. Go ahead and... yeah. Divine Zap. Alright. Woljif. Alright. Nice sneak attack. Sela, go ahead and lay hands on yourself. There we go. A little more HP. And up to the front. Nice. Alright. And this looks like another tempting target for Burning Hands. Just trying to change it so it doesn't hit me. Not bad. Ember is a fantastic caster.
Forwards.
There we go.
In due time.
Alright. Poor recruit had some crusaders, all had some potions and some goodies on them. The lore religion check.
It is finished.
Gray hair, ashen skin, this person fell prey to a Nabasu. This demon sucks the life from their very victims. Alright. And we're getting loaded down, but we're seeing more undead now. Unfortunate. Sela could use some HP. And we did get some.
A bright future awaits us.
Yep.
Focus on the goal.
And we're building up to level 4, so.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. Pick the lock.
This is my kind of work.
Enlarge person, pearl, not bad. Alright. I really do need to go through our bars at some point, and...
As it should be.
Alright. Lots of goodies here, but it's awful quiet in this section of the city.
You can handle them, right?
More... Oh, damn, more ghouls. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, no. Go ahead and just Divine Zap. Alright. And actually, this is a perfect time to whip out one of our bigger abilities. Rather than charge... Burning Arc. One of our native to our bloodline. Yep, get to do a little extra fire damage. As ever, they all want me.
No glory without risk!
And that one.
A solid plan.
Woljif, finish it off. There we go. Ember. Yeah, just take the shot.
Surrender or else.
Alright. Camellia. Yeah.
You wide open.
Alright.
Calculated risk.
Nice. Alright.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Nice crit.
Does not fall.
Alright. Well, we managed to get through that pretty cleanly. What's over in this section?
In due time.
Giant fly.
Watch each other.
Alright. Well, it's a fiendish giant fly, but... Yeah, it's still a fly, so... Yeah.
The light take you!
Yeah, centipede, giant flies. We've seen this plenty already. So, we'll be alright. Go ahead and just...
Too late for apologies.
Hey, she hit it. Alright. Yeah, we're just too exhausted to do charging attacks. Alright. Now keep going for the divine zaps. And... I mean, I can keep trying Slump Lullaby. Made its will save. Always buy one. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, it's a giant centipede.
No
Highly
glory
resistant to
without
fire damage,
risk.
but...
Time's not waiting.
Yep.
All according to plan.
Oh. Make haste to me, O wanderer weary. Rubbledum the actor. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations from beneath it. Reveal, O dearest darling, beauty of mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I call a friend a time, but love 'tis like an ocean, friendship a well. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep, masculine voice in response from beneath the pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? Hey, who's there? The pile of junk seems to shake. A stage whisper drifts up from below. Granny, let's not answer. Methinks those be demons calling down to trying to trick us. In that case, there's nothing for us to do but accept our fate. Madam, demon or not, we are actors from the finest theater in Canabras, the next door theater. We were trapped in the cellar during our rehearsal. Wait, what? We're trapped in here? I thought we barricaded ourselves in here to hide away from the demons, deliberately. If you didn't nap through the start of every rehearsal, Master Krem, you would be better informed. The ensuing exchange degenerates into a stream of unintelligible bickering. Let's save the idiots. The pile shifts easily, revealing an entrance to some kind of cellar. There's an interesting looking chest among the items. Some extra goodies. Look, the door is open, and now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon, we have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me over my ladle, and that rolling pin. They're dumbasses. So yeah, they're actors. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I'm Grandma Gretlin, theater director, and these are my members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance. The one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I paid for that daft idea, says the dwarf with dignity. Oh, I've seen your show. You're very funny. Especially your play where the woman slowly climbs in the chair while singing and then falls off again. Ember claps her hands in delight. While it is actually a tragedy about unrequited love, the chair you see represents a tower of rock rising above a raging sea like a finger of a giant, and the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below, just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. So, can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where our lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with lambkin around. Lambkin? Lambkin, the dwarf says readily. Our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry. We know what we're doing. Alright. I'm not going to bother asking whether they were actually barricaded in. They said they're going to be fine, so... Thank you for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevian culture, and perhaps the culture of all Galarium. You will certainly be remembered for the future eras as the one who saved critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. Yeah, you aren't going to find just fighters in this city. Alright.
I'll go ahead. Enemy approaching!
Alright. So, more idiots. More demons. Nice critical hit. And, yep. Nice, they actually got 2 on Divine Zap. Ow. Honestly, go for Slumber. Made his will save. Okay. And... yeah, I'm too close.
This
Sneak.
should do it.
Damn. Nat 1. Alright.
Attack.
No contest.
Ooh, the crit! Sela?
To the fray.
Yep, that goes down.
Zap
Woljif,
you or
you...
zap you. Why not?
Rest, please. I'm tired.
I know.
Right there. Something. See?
Yep. Some corrosive touch, shining... yeah. Yeah, this... the market square is huge. So, yeah, no, we're all exhausted. But we're also... this is getting across the rubble. This actually was, when we first came up here to cross, was an option to cross this to come across, so we could have started over here. Townsfolk's bodies have been mutilated beyond recognition by claws and fangs. So this is that sign of that Nabasu we saw earlier. That's turning Crusaders into... what you want to call them, into ghouls.
All according to plan.
So, yeah, this place is actually fairly huge, and feel free to actually take rests, but we're in good enough condition that I don't feel it's that necessary. It sucks not to be able to charge enemies, but...
I'll go ahead.
alright. Oop, just saw something walking away. It looked undead.
I'll
Yep.
cheer you on from over there.
Alright. Yep. Nice. And these are just straight up zombies. Alright. And try sleeping the other one. Nope. Zombies have no need of sleep. So, actually, I can clear that. Clear. Alright. Let's see. Any other abilities? Nope. And spellbook is empty. Yep. Okay. And usable items. Inflict will only heal them, actually, so...
Let's try this way.
Yep. Quarterstaff.
The light. Take you.
There we go. And,
Aim
yep.
carefully.
Go for the... Alright. Yep. Divine Zap. We'll just keep going for those firebolts. That sneak attack range damage is fantastic.
No?
As it should be.
How about now?
Yeah, everyone is exhausted. Another exit to this area. But remember, you're kind of on the clock, so it's one of those, yeah.
That's not far.
11:41. Alright. And here,
In due time.
can hear things snarling in the distance. The city has fallen at last. How glorious! Now I can stop pretending to be a shopping, spend my time on true passion, reanimating the dead. Yep.
Did
So,
we retreat already?
alright. Baphomet's Flame Blade. A zombie. So basically you have 3 zombies, a cultist, and a major a cultist necromancer. A level 4, 3 in cleric, 1 in fighter. Baphomet's Flame Blade is another, yep, tiefling with, yep, AC 16. So, alright, get some damage in on him. Then, enlarge person. Let's put that on Sela. Alright, cultist necromancer. Yeah, he just casted haste. Yeah, this is gonna get rough. Try slumber.
Am I doing it wrong?
Nope, he made his will save. Okay. Then slumber on maybe, and I'll try it. Lullaby. Damn, just made his will save. Alright, I'm just gonna move back. Zombie moving up. And Sela. Yeah, go ahead for the...
No glory without risk.
Damn. Alright.
Forwards.
Yeah. Alright. Nice. Yeah, the zombies aren't the issue. Let's see. Any other abilities? Resists? Nah, he just has all the tiefling resists. Yeah. Alright, Ignition's about as good as he's gonna get right now. So... Alright. Camellia. We'll use Arcane Bond to get another... Yep. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Turn. Yeah. We want to then use Enlarge Person on Calren. Makes them easier to hit, but gives them a huge strength buff. Alright. And he casted Blindness on... Damn. And unfortunately, Blindness is a permanent thing. So we need some way to restore that. Let's see. Try Slumber on the other Flame Blade. Damn. Alright. Zombie. Get the sneak attack at least in. Yep. Crit for 11. Gods. Alright. Well. Okay. Well, let's have Sela...
The
Yeah.
inheritor. Guide my
Got it.
blade.
And how bad is... Fatigue, blindness, yeah. Yeah, it needs to be specifically the remove blindness spell. Alright.
A solid plan.
Nice. Okay, because the zombies suck, but they're easily managed. Yeah.
I'll just sit here.
Alright.
Don't worry about me.
Woljif.
Distract them from me.
Yep. Zombie didn't see it coming. Yeah, Flame Blade. Nice. Okay.
Time to share your treasures.
Yep. Zombie's gone. Go ahead and start looking to get in range to Divine Zap him. Alright, Ember's got feared, so she's gonna run away. And everyone got feared. That just wastes turns, basically. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, look to heal.
Yes.
Alright. Alright. Lay the Angels. Yeah, try... Yeah, try it. Lullaby. Okay. So, for 18 seconds, okay. Alright. And Calren... Yeah. Not much she can do. Alright. Because she will refuse to move any closer. Alright. Yeah. And, of course, that triggers other enemies.
Am I at my limit?
Ah! Bone Shaker, one of the roughest Necromancer spells. Alright. Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, cause fear early on is really annoying. And we're just triggering other fights. This is bad. Yep. Yeah, okay. So we should have taken a rest before this, so... Quick load.
Focus on the goal.
We obviously can't win this, so we need to take a rest. Or at least we can't win this in our current condition. And then we found we missed a fight, so... The Necromancer is clearly like a mini-boss battle, so... Yep. Alright. So it's clear we can't win
As it
that.
should be.
But it's also clear we missed something over here. Yeah.
Save
Okay.
the last one for me.
Alright. So we'll come and trigger this fight.
Into the fray.
Yeah. Zombies will come. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And a shadow. Alright. I imagine the shadow's gonna be the one we need to kill most. Lots of immunities, but no resistances, and only in 13. Okay.
Cover me, alright?
No, I want you to.
This spell's faulty. No, really.
Alright. Shooting. Okay. Shooting into melee, yeah. So, yeah, no. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. Why not? Since we're gonna go rest before we start this fight, we'll have Sela get large now. And Ember. Get to the first move, and still... You know what? Alright, that got something on him. And I assume...
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright. And help out.
Strong this way.
Yep, getting that sneak attack damage in. Ooh, -4 strength. Yeah, we definitely need to rest after this. That's rough. Okay. Another zombie. Alright.
Attack.
Nice. Camellia, Divine Zep. There we go. Okay. Then from there, let's have her... Alright. And Burning Hands. Nice. So they made the reflex save somehow.
No glory without risk.
Yep. And...
This will hurt. Ugh.
yeah, zombie's almost gone anyway. Alright.
Yes, please. I'm tired.
Yeah. Okay. A lore religion check.
A trivial matter.
Graves Clue indicated Necromancer has recently conducted a ritual here. Okay. So this is all just your hint that, yeah, there's a Necromancer nearby
Now what is that?
and a broken grave. A throwing axe. An enchanted throwing axe.
In due time.
Alright. So. And who, if anyone, would want the throwing axe? It's... add your strength bonus to a damage with a bow. Okay. So this allows you, basically, the harder you throw it. Which, to be honest, wouldn't be the worst thing for Sela. So Calvin gets the composite bow. Sela will get the throwing axe. And Marching Terror. Okay. I mean, 2 to 11. Yeah, the greatsword's still technically a little better. Yeah. Masterwork greatsword's still just, yeah. Oh well.
I know what to do.
Alright. Equipment. Rings, yeah, those are all just decorative rings. Armor-wise, I mean, 17. Could go to the scale mail and get 18, but honestly, it's the arcane spell failure. It's about the same, so why not?
I am prepared.
Let's see. Just going down everyone's equipment with all the stuff we picked up. The amulets. Yeah, nope. Nothing specific. Alright, Sela. Yep. Bracers of armor. And we're armor +1. A +1 bonus that they were wearing armor. Yeah. So, for that, we could give those to Ember, actually. So that helps her a little. Her crossbow. Yeah, as I say, I just don't have any better crossbows. Technically, I could give her a heavy one, but... Because, yeah, if you give her the heavy one, because she's got a -1 to hit, yeah. Doesn't really change anything, just changes the damage range, so... for what it's worth, might as well. Let's see, Woljif. Yep. We do have a Masterwork Dagger. And punching daggers. Yeah, because punching daggers are more around finesse wielding. And, yeah, well, we at least give him a Masterwork. So he's got +5 and +5. Alright. Best we're going to get out of him. Yep, Bracers of Armor 2. Camellia. Yeah, we just need a better weapon for her. Sela. Yep. Alright. So yeah, the next thing we need to do
No mistakes. All according to plan.
is we need to take a rest. We're exhausted. Now, time will pass, unfortunately, and there's a chance of being ambushed. Your character, Camellia, has a free spell slot. Before resting, you should fill it. Yeah.
Can we rest, please?
So,
I'm tired.
yeah, so spontaneous casters don't need to worry about this, but Woljif and Camellia pick their spells. So, you can pick what spells they'll have for the day. Let's see. Summon Nature's Ally, Unbreakable Heart. Could just load her down with Cure Light Wounds, which is what she's been doing. But I think Bless will be useful, as well as... Well, we know we're going to need it. Remove Fear. Alright. Unshakable Heart. Mind Effective. Okay. A creature can be magically controlled by Dominate person in this spell, but however, the creature will try to throw off the domination, making 2 will saves each round for the better result. And this lasts 1 round a level, yeah. Whereas Remove Fear is a 30-foot burst. So, because we know we're going after a Necromancer, that'll be useful. This is the advantage of these types of casters, is you can alter their spells and to if you can guess what's up ahead. More importantly, she got access to her 2nd level of spells. This is where she gets some truly, truly interesting things. Because, of course, you could be boring and just... First she gets Bull's Strength. That is just her freebie spell. Then you have all sorts of extra options. Winter's Grasp. All creatures in a medium point get a reflex for cold damage. You could get something like Animate Dead. Raises skeletal champions, but Bone Fists to give you turning someone who punches, turn their fist deadly. So great for support for monks. Sickening Entanglement. Function entangle, record with irritating sap. Yeah, they become sickened. Or resist energy, protection from alignment communal. So this is going to be really useful. For 1 minute, you get additional AC against particular alignments. And in this area, obviously, making protection from evil for everyone in the party could be quite useful. So yeah, any spellcaster that has to pick their spells typically gets more spells as the trade-off, whereas someone who's spontaneous will usually have to pick and choose more carefully. Now, we never used mage's armor, so I'm going to get rid of that, because I typically don't rely on that. Let's see. Definitely Burning Hands comes in handy. Grease is undeniably useful. Then, honestly, Shield could be useful, but I think more Snowball actually can be quite nice. It's exactly what it sounds like. Conjure a ball of packed ice and snow they can throw at the target as a ranged touch attack. It deals 1d6 point per caster level, maxing out at 5, and that's 3d6 damage. Or you could do like Magic Missile, where it's guaranteed. So he's 3rd level, so he gets... Yeah, so for every 2, so he gets 2d4 damage, but it's guaranteed, and bypasses most damage resist types. Whereas Snowball is cold, so if something resists cold, that's not as great either. I'm actually going to go with the Magic Missiles. He knows 2nd tier spells, but he can't actually cast them. They're beyond his capacity right now. And Ember, just as another spontaneous caster. Alright.
Ready for anything.
Alright. So, protective rituals will weaken the growth of corruption. Camouflage. Let's see, Night Watch. Who do we have in the party who would be good at the Night Watch? Well, Woljif, obviously. So those are our 2 better. Actually, we can have Ember on the 2nd shifts. Then Camouflage. Oh no, okay. We'll move Woljif up because that's 14. So then we'll have Chameleon Ember keep watch. Alchemy, if you want to make a potion. So, and if we have no Alchemist kit, so we can't really do anything with that. Cooking, a character can brew potions and cook food at the same time. To cook a meal, they need to have the ingredients and know the recipe. Okay. So, we're looking for cooking. We do have, in fact, enough to make seasoned wings and thighs. So it provides you with a temporary hit point for the day, or just a hearty meal which provides +1 on skill checks. 85% chance to success, so why not? Scroll scribing. Calren would be good at it, but we don't have what we need to do so. Protective rituals. Camouflage, yeah. So what we can do is also have Calren assist, boosting someone's chance to successfully keep keep an eye out, so for second shift, while it's darker out, we'll go with that. Alright. So everyone has their position. It's a DC 19 to make the protective rituals, so I need at least a 10. Pretty much succeed on the camouflage automatically. We'll have a fairly good chance to... We need at least a 5 or a 3 for the second half of the night, and DC 10 chance, so we'll rest. Yeah, rest for recommended period. Alright, for one... Yeah, see, they're recommending we rest for a whole day. 20 hours. Yep. That should be enough to get us some time.
A thief once broke into our house. His hands were cut off in punishment for his audacity. And quite rightly too, I think.
Hint, hint.
Don't
Waljif.
get your hopes up, lady. Even if they cut me hands off, I'll be picking coin pouches with me teeth.
19 hours pass later. We failed to weaken the impact of the corruption, but we didn't get no incidents we didn't get, and we had a nice hearty meal. So, sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy, clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where the consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Reflim Sorgian emerges from the oblivion of her leaden sleep like a drowned woman, dragging herself from the depths of a swamp. The wound on her chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound is closed again, but the bloodstain on her shirt betrays its presence. There's no time to investigate the cause behind her malaise. A trying day lies ahead. But how will Reflim Sorgian be up to challenge if her thoughts are so muddled and her entire body aches like a day after a day's toil? Nonsense, I'll douse myself in some cold water, I'll be good as new. I can't ignore my health. Better to take care of it at now rather than later, when it could already be too late. I've always been the sort... I push myself hard, but if I cannot go any further, I tend to it. After several moments, the weariness abates, retreating to the depths of her subconscious, but leaving a path open to return the next time Reflim Sorgian seeks refuge in sleep. Reflim Sorgian calls these sleep peacefully in Defender's heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what has happened. Alright. Nightmares and corruption prevent you from resting well. Corruption increases during rest at different rates in different areas. When your corruption reaches the first, second, or third level, various negative effects are applied. There are 3 total corruption levels in total. The higher the level, the more difficult it becomes to fight your battles. The character is assigned to the protective rituals role. Perform these rituals before the party goes to sleep, which reduces the corruption gain. You can fully remove the corruption in safe places. You will discover these areas of respite as you progress through the game. In some locations, you may come across various holy artifacts. Cleansing them or interacting with them will allow you to partially remove your corruption level. So notes, we start off the day, and more important, it's worth noting that I'm still have the death's door condition. That lasts until we rest in a safe place like Defender's Heart.
Go ahead.
Alright. Also, we did get a journal update. The Burning City, Common Cause, The Outcast. Days of Strife, here it is. It's possible that the disturbed dreams and fatigue, even after sleep, is all simply the body's reaction to everything that is happening. But still, it's worth asking the advice of a priest in Defender's Heart.
Time's not waiting.
Alright. So, we know exactly that what's coming ahead
As it
now.
should be.
a necromancer is practicing their cruel craft here. Well, necromancy itself is not... Well, in D&D it's technically inherently evil, but
That is not far.
that's just the way of things. That's just because this game D&D tends to use a more simplistic model. Yep. So 3 zombies and two champions and a necromancer. Bear in mind that necromancer is stronger than you think he is. All right. So first thing we can do is charge. Nope. Okay. So we'll move up and actually go into fight defensively. So we're harder to hit here. Then, yep. We will enlarge person on Sela. She'll be easier to hit, but she'll also deal more damage. Alright. From there, try and put this one to sleep. Not made their will save. Yep. The zombies are... Okay. Haste. Which makes them harder to hit.
Aim carefully.
Not impossible, just harder. Woljif. Well, since you're harder to hit, magic missile. There we go. The melee attackers are finished off. Yeah, hasted zombies are still zombies, though. So, I'm gonna toss out Burning Arc. Get rid of another zombie. Then Sela can actually go for the big man.
Take you.
Nice. Yeah, the Necromancer is no slouch. He may have low AC, but more than any... Oh, wait. Yeah, he's a level 6 wizard. Permanent mage armor, only an AC of 14. But yeah, not the greatest. Let's see. Protection from evil, chaos law, good. Protection from evil. Nah, go for Divine Zap right now. Yeah, see if we can get the Necromancer a little weakened. Hang in there, Sela. Okay. And try slumbering the wizard. I know it's a will save, so he's, strong against it. But every now and then you get lucky. You only need to get lucky once. Alright. Alright.
Forwards.
Yep. Woljif, go ahead.
Zap you. Why not both?
Alright. And... yeah. See what a well-rested party can accomplish. Get this up. Yep. And we're good. Because the slumber only needs to last a moment longer. Abilities. Coup de grace. Try it. And there we go.
In due time.
Nice. And the Necromancer had a special glaive. Alright, let's take a look. Dark Horn does negative damage. Glaive popular among Baphomet's warriors. Touching the handle is enough to sense the latent evil within this weapon. Deals an additional 1d3 negative damage. So, not great against undead, but, well, yeah. Let's see. Short spear. But yeah,
Focus on the goal.
still your corpse are laid on pattern, preparation for an unknown ritual. So he had been raising the dead here. And looks like that's the end of this.
I'll go ahead.
Well, one less monster in the world, right? Alright. So by and large, though, we've mostly
As it
cleared
should
out
be.
the market square. Alright. Now, there is one thing left that I remember specifically we have to trigger. Not have to, but I want to trigger. Because it was one of those, oh, you've got to be shitting me moments
In
where
due time.
you realize that you were asked something and you didn't realize how it was going to go. Cross the tree gap. It's a mobility 17. Well, this'll go poorly probably.
Pretty good, aren't I? Can we retreat already?
Well, a bunch of centipedes and a crusader. So, from here, yeah, go ahead and define Zep. Alright. And we'll move... Yeah, so we'll move Ember here. And Burning Hands. It's really goddamn good. Yep. And save the Fiendish Giant Centipedes. I believe they're immune to mind effects, right? Yeah, mind affecting.
A calculated risk.
They don't have minds to affect, really, so... Yep. And... go ahead and... go for the freebie. You're good, buddy. How you doing? Alright, come in. We're helping scour the city, helping the wounded. Nice. Stories told us by Spirits, the Night Herald Hands, Cannabis Medium Alliance Publishing. Okay. Alright.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. So, managed to save a Crusader, and got across the area pretty swiftly.
As it should be.
That's Hulrun and his two flunkies, all basically looking to guard that hole. And they're gonna do so with their entire whole chest.
That is not far.
Now, remember that the priests of Desna we were told to protect, we were told to find? One was called the Wallflower. Carnivorous Crusader.
In due time.
The Eagle Watch will not abandon its post no matter what. Tarendula Dev, how could possible under protection?
All according to plan.
Let's see. Thought it was
I'll go
him.
ahead.
Ruins.
As it should be.
Let's see. Alright.
That is not far.
Let's go back to the Temple of Desna. Note that time doesn't actively pass. Oh, wait, is it here?
In due time.
Because that's Hulrun and his. Yeah. So let's head up to the Temple of Desna. But yeah, we've by and large explored most of this area. Yeah. Okay.
All according to plan.
Temple of Desna. Fanfare of the Faithful.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. Ilks. Alright.
As it should be.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So we by and large saved our...
That's not far.
Alright. So I suppose the only thing left to double check is... I forget if there's a way to that bottom left corner.
In due time.
I'm trying to remember, because it's one of those things where... I think that if we come down near the temple here, there's a way down. Yeah, there is a way down. There's no way across from here, but I believe up by the temple. Because you want to get... Because time has to pass in... Time doesn't pass while you're in the area. So the best way to do is do as much as you can in one particular area with as few rests as possible.
According to plan.
So yeah, climb down,
This is my kind of work.
and a sling staff. And this is another exit of the area. But there's more to explore, of course. Hey, Tiger. Lots of loot from the barrels.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Ooh, a shear. A new type of demon. Power attack, it can see invisible, and has an AC of 17. It's a level 5 outsider, so this thing's actually kind of rough. Only has a DR of 5, but still all the usual immunities. And it is armed with a hammer that gives a Masterwork Bardish that gives it plus 10 to attack. So you definitely don't want to... But what's its reflex looking like? Only plus 2. So, throwing down a little something like grease... Yep. Alright. And Camellia can just Divine Zap to stay safe. Yep. And the others, slip. Slip. Alright. And then, let's see if this works on this in this version of the game. Yep. Nice. And we'll just try our luck. Go ahead and charge. She made the save. Nice. Ray of Sickening, of course. Did she made it. Okay, she made the save. And Kalrin, now that we're able to charge again, yeah. So for now, just move up. And actually, we'll have her switch weapons. Alright. And from there, we'll insult them. And that'll linger for a bit because of our feet. And Woljif, Oh, because I insulted can't cast this turn. So we'll just move him up. And same with Camellia. Yep. Alright, get themselves back up. Oh. Ah, damn. Alright. Tried to bane us. Most of us made the will save. Alright, and she can try and slumber the cleric over there. Nice, nat 1, so he's passed out. Sela, oh, she slipped. But,
A solid plan.
nope, missed with the bow. Oh well.
This should do it. Ah!
Oh right, because I raged I have my horns. Oh, do I give everyone horns?
Distracting for me.
Oh, that's how I'm getting the extra attacks. I'm giving everyone horns. Oh, it doesn't affect just me. Everyone gets horns. That's adorable. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open.
Ooh, got the crit for 11. Not bad. Ow. And they slipped. And vulnerability? Nah, made the save. Sela gets up.
Don't worry about me.
Attack.
Nice. Alright. Then ear-piercing scream.
Go.
He resisted. Okay. And Woljif. Yep. And slipped. Everyone keeps slipping. They're sleeping, they're slipping, yeah. This is not the most dignified
Aim
battle.
carefully.
There we go. Alright. And everyone can now cast. We'll lullaby you. Yep. Get up. Go ahead and just... Yeah. There we go. Alright. Then from there, we'll just take a moment, because he's sleeping, so... Oh, no, back up.
I just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Okay. So Kalrin can take the shot.
Forwards.
Yep. It's a bit of a hard shot to make, though. Alright. So we'll just... Oh. God damn it, Woljif. Oh well. Let's just try and make it across. Yep. Ember up. Yeah, once you slip, you basically just lose a turn. Alright. Yeah. Cantrips aren't the... Yep, slip. Alright. Let's just take... You know what? Bite the bullet. You've already slipped once, so get out of the grease. Stand up. Alright. And Ember... go ahead. Ooh, the max roll. So rare. Alright. And Woljif
Time
just...
to share your treasures. Huh?
Alright. And yes, I recognize that a good chunk of my problems now were
Spirits
just
command
caused by
your
my own...
will.
Alright. Alright. Woljif,
Nicely.
dismiss the grease. There we go.
Ready for anything.
Alright. They didn't have too much on him, but...
As it should be.
Wizard did have a hypnotism spell and inflict life wounds. Yeah. Okay. So Seela's got out of it the
We
worst.
will win this war.
Alright.
A bright future awaits us.
Not bad. Alright.
I know what to do.
Yeah, we keep heading forward.
That's not far.
Lots of goodies here. Oh, more people.
Be careful, everyone.
Alright. A Cambion fighter. A Shear and another cultist evoker. Well, let's go for on the evoker. Yeah, because he's the one of the troublesome ones. And yeah, so I can cast this to try to put them all to sleep. Alright. Is negative. Okay, spell resistance. Yep. That's fine. Seela can move up.
The light take you!
Saying Ember can try Slumber on the fighter. Okay. Witch hexes work a little differently than normal spells, so... Nice. Oof. Gah. Alright. Yep. Get in on...
Solid plan.
Oh. And she needs to switch back to... Switch weapon. Okay. Alright. Then Camellia. Bless everyone. Alright. Woljif.
Cover me, all right?
No. And... yeah.
Let's try this way.
Sneak attack, because he's flanked by both of us. Seela... yeah, you stick with the fighter.
To the fray!
Let those two keep at it. Vulnerability. Okay. He is vulnerable now, so that reduced his energy resistance. Yeah. So... vulnerability curse. Yeah, so vulnerable to energy. During which any resistances or energy immunities on the target are suppressed. So yeah. Ow.
This was not
Oof.
part of the plan.
No.
Attack!
Damn it. Okay. You know what? Battle Spirit. And move up. Okay. Woljif.
Why not both?
Damn. Alright.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Yep. Then... yeah, go ahead and try and Sonic him. There we go. Hang in there, Seela.
Aim
Alright.
carefully.
Alright. And... we do have the Cure Light Wounds, so... yep. That was a good heal. Yep. Damn. How much longer does the Cultist Evoker slip? Oh, 2 minutes. We got plenty of time. Okay. You know what? Go ahead and try and pop his eardrums. Nothing. Okay. Go ahead and lay hands on yourself.
The light. Take you.
Alright. I'm pretty sure I tried slumber already. Okay, yeah. So, vulnerability. Alright.
Forward.
Ooh! Love that crit. Down to 1 HP. So, Divine Zap. Nice. Only need the one. Alright. We'll just have someone finish off. Yep. Hey, Sela. Just come here. Yep. Because he's not going to wake up, so we're perfectly fine. Go ahead and coup de grace. And there we go. Ooh, unidentified club. Magic club.
In due time.
Alright. So let's see, what's it like? Club with nails. About this. The nails deal an additional 1d3 piercing damage per hit, and it is a +1 weapon.
No mistakes.
Wonder if Camellia can wield it. Oh yeah, club with nails. Does 2d7 damage plus the 1d3. So that's overall more
Time's not
damage.
waiting.
So that gets her at least some physical damage. And yeah. I'm in the worst shape.
I am prepared.
And let's see.
You can
Camellia.
trust me.
Does she have... She has inflict light wounds. Oh, right, she's got the
What's on your
wand of...
mind? I wonder.
Usable items, the wand of cure light wounds. There we go. Right, it's got like 15 charges. There we go.
Ready for anything.
Alright.
All according to plan.
And a lot of corpses. Covered in burns, others have weapon or claw marks. Safe to assume they were decapitated post-mortem. Unfortunate overall.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. And we're starting to move towards the part of the start of this area.
As it should be.
But... Alright. Let's see...
That is not far.
Nope. It looks like there's more here. So let's see.
In due time.
Well, this is an open area. That worries me a little. Ah,
Watch
more
each
of
other.
these. More of these weird, the Abracandu. And Vermlex. New ones. Flesh armor they have. They're level 4 outsiders. When a Vermlek inhabits a humanoid body, it treats the dead flesh as muscle as armor, gaining +3 armor bonus to its AC. As a swift action, Vermlek can absorb much of the body's flesh to heal itself and losing the armor. So they have a free heal, basically. Alright. So, good to know. Let's, while we have everyone together, since they're all evil, protection from evil communal. And go ahead and just target him with some fire. Nice. Can I get the charge off? Nope, not a straight shot. So, we'll switch. Yeah, we have the defensive fighting, so up there. And we'll just hold the line. Nice.
A solid plan.
And that one's gone. Now it's just the worms. Ooh! Seal has failed a saving throw against the ability to inflict light wounds mass. Yep. So, yeah. Not great. Let's try and see if... Can they be slumbered? They are not immune to... Okay.
Surrender or
Oh,
else.
wrong one. Okay. Did the attack, but... Yeah. So these guys are just great chip. That's because they're a custom mercenary I made, based on my own personal characters. If you're talking about the art that I'm using for, it's actually from the original game they made, Pathfinder Kingmaker. Actually, both images are. So, let's... Yeah, thank you. Alright. So then, let's see if we can put these two to sleep. Nope, they too many hit dice. Okay. We tried. And Camellia, just keep using Divine Zap for right now. Alright. Alright. And start trying to keep trying to burn them. Yeah. And Sela, lay hands on yourself. There we go. Now time to start mixing it up.
Without risk.
Nice. Okay. And Kaurin will move up. And combat expertise for this moment. Yeah. Yep, we're just looking to get them to waste their attacks on our front line while we move our casters up. And yeah, let's go. Keep trying slumber. Made it. If they're... Yeah. Then from there, let's... Okay. So yeah, we'll move up. We'll move our main character up. We'll move Reflim up. And from there, yeah, we'll move up. Keep doing Divine Zap. It's a cheap attack, but it's at least something. And basically we're just looking to get all our melee sneak attacks in. Oh, nope. Damn, he's engaged. Okay.
Distraction
So,
for me.
then from there, Sela. Go ahead.
To the fray.
Nice.
Aim
Calvin.
carefully.
Nice. Okay. Other thing to note, though, if you're when you use create a character, it's 1,500 gold per level of the character, and they'll always be the same level as your main character. All right, so we can't use Slumber again. Let's try removing his vulnerability. Okay, for whatever reason, Vulnerability Curse seems to always go off better. Yep, the bite attacks mean nothing. And sneak
This will
attack.
hurt.
I don't hit the hardest, but the sneak attack damage helps. Yeah, I just Divine Zap. And speaking of our Master of Sneak Attacks,
I know what to do.
there we go. Yeah, and they were just using basic longswords. Alright.
All according to plan.
Alright.
go ahead.
And looks like we've got through. Hey, there's a rent house here. And which house is this? Well, we'll have to wait and see.
As it should be.
But let's make sure the streets are clear first. Loot everything that isn't nailed down, of course, because we're RPG protagonists. That's what we do.
That's not
Alright.
far.
And back behind here. Alright. So into the house we'll go.
In due time.
Indeed. Okay. Oh, this house is smoky. Okay, so this is the house that's burning. We'll have to be careful.
All according to plan.
They will break against our resolve.
Dretch. Okay, nothing too... Yeah, a couple of dretches. Nothing too bad. We've seen plenty of these. What the...
Part of the plan.
And there's the real problem. A Brimarack. Yep, that hurt. Poor Ember got wiped on the first fireball. Alright, Camellia. Go ahead and buff Sela. Yep. And I'm out. Yeah, that initial fireball sucks. Yes, it's Holier. Holier, the Pathfinder agent, over by Irabeth. Yeah. But yeah, he does. Alright, from here...
Cover me, alright?
Alright, sneak attacks. Let's get rid of the dretches quick. And start moving in. Brimarack is nothing to sniff at. Alright. Calrin can move in.
Something here.
There's a trap. Ah. Still. Alright. Yeah, breath weapon. Alright. Not the worst. Camellia. Let's see. Let's get... Yeah. Cure... Wand of Cure Light Wounds. And that... Ow. Okay. Woljiv. Yeah.
Stab
Move
you or
in.
trap you. Why not both?
Ooh! 20 for that sneak attack. Love it. Sela. You know what? Smite evil.
The inheritor, guide
Nice.
my way.
And Calrin, can you finish it off?
Forwards.
Oof. Alright.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. So that was a hell of a nasty ambush. The Brimarack was also carrying a enchanted scimitar.
As it should be.
Crusader Brandon led her home. Okay. The Signet of House Vesperito. Once per day, the owner of this token can choose any skill and rub this token to get +5 circumstance bonus to the chosen skill checks for 1 hour. The owner must have this token equipped for the duration of the effect or it will be dispelled. Oh, oh, oh. Almost walked on the trap.
This is my kind of work.
Yep. So, that token is quite the useful thing, and the piece of a holy symbol. A fragment of a gold buckle once adorned the belt of an unknown warrior. A true antiquities expert could reveal more about the buckle.
That is not far.
Not at all. But that was a hell of an encounter. And we actually are almost to level 4 already. Well, survival dictates. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've largely and mostly cleared out this entire area. So, we've cleared the market square. So you know what we say to that? I think it's time to head back to Defender's Heart. Oh, hey! And look what we came across. Some mongrel folk from underground. The young mongrel looks around in every direction but up. Maybe we should go back? This place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere, and the air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? Another mongrel stares straight ahead, gripping his blade in trembling fists. No, not one step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. Okay. The air you feel is moving is called wind. Learn to love it. It's a gift from the Gozra. Let the wind caress your face. Isn't it beautiful? It makes me uneasy. The air should stay still, not flow like a river, or rush back and forth like a bat. Gozra, this is a strange place, with strange deities, but the young mongrel closes one eye and turns his face towards the wind. I like the way the wind strokes my hair. This feels like a good sign. Perhaps the surface won't be too cruel to us. Right now, we need everyone who can hold a weapon. I have a plan. Go back below ground and wait at the shield maze exit. We'll get the beasts at both ends. Go back, well, if you're sure, of course we'll go. I mean, an ambush. A good idea. Yes, I understand. We'll attack from below as soon as we hear the fighting start. We are the Crusaders from the underground. We'll fight like our forebears did.
All according to plan.
So, some of the mongrels found their way up. And, well, with any luck, they'll be of great help to us. For now, though, we're in a bit of a rough shape, but more importantly, we're also...
No mistakes.
We're in a bit rough shape, so let's get out of here. Let's head back to Defender's Heart. Alright. Camilla is both young and talented in her favor. She tirelessly fights demon and cultists alike, but prefers to keep her distance from her fellow warriors. Let's to tell if this is the arrogance inherent to some people of noble birth, or if she has another reason for keeping her companions at arm's length. Alright. For now, let's go back to Defender's Heart. We're not in any condition to do too much more, and this will take 2 hours. But we've cleared the market square, so there's at least that advantage. Oh no, we've encountered someone on the road. This doesn't necessarily mean hostile for another fight, it just means we've encountered someone. So, could be hostile, could be
I'll go ahead.
helpful.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
The woman produces a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve and takes notes.
An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
What? Okay.
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
You know what? She's determined to do something. Let her have it. Let her have at it.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause.
Okay.
Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Say nothing.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question.
She's quizzing them.
Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
Say nothing.
None of your answers were correct. The correct answer is an aurochs. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Her cultists don't understand him. You think?
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
They might still ask them one more, as they might still manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
Being intelligent and a dumbass all at the same time. Gotta love it.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Enemy near.
And she's not kidding. She's just going to stand aside in this. Yeah. But yeah, this is just one of these funny encounters that you can have. Okay. Alright. Alright. So, burning hands, nah. We will try and slumber you. I made it. Okay. Camellia. Go ahead and give everyone against evil. Just to help out. And yeah. Then yeah, I will. Yep. Try to fascinate them. Hypnotize. Nice. Alright. So, because hypnotism for 17 seconds, which, if I remember right, takes no actions, but yeah. So, This is the best thing to do here would be to set up. Alright. Fighting defensively. Okay. But don't actually hit him. Actually, that lets her get... Oh, wow, because he's...
The fray.
Yeah, that lets her get in on the sharpshooter. Nice.
This was not part of the plan.
Alright. 5-foot step. And move 5-foot step in on him. Can we get away with coup de grace? Nope. Abilities. Coup de grace. Nah, because it needs her 5-foot step. Okay. Well, in that case, drink the... Alright. Next round we'll do some more. In the meantime, you can move up to that archer.
Distract them for me.
Yeah. He's hypnotized. Cure light wounds. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. And Camellia. And go ahead and use a second charge just to... Nice. Okay. Stand up. And try and slumber. Nope, nat 20'd it. Damn. Oh well. Alright.
The light. Take you.
Aw, come on. Alright. And he's still dazed, so let's try that coup de grace. Oh no, he's not helpless. Okay, that doesn't count as helpless. Oh well.
Solid plan.
Yep. Knocked him out of it.
Time to share your treasures.
Alright. Nope. Try going to sleep. There we go. And yeah. Camellia can move up.
Today's sacrifice.
Because she'll enable the sneak attack. And is he close enough? I can coup de grace him. Yeah.
Unexpected outcome.
Yep. And Sela,
Inheritor, guide my blade.
man, she just cannot get that hit.
Mercy for the wicked.
Alright.
Attack.
Alright.
Cover me, all right?
Alright. Try and go to sleep. Yep, those witch hexes are beautiful.
Go for their hearts.
Yep. And
Calculated risk.
there we go. The absence of an answer is an answer too. I'll tell you right now, those guys are in part of a pain in the ass quest.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
The answer is red and white. You're absolutely convinced again. Yeah, because we succeeded at the lore religion check. Red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabras today. Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
You know for sure that Aradin died not long before the world would open and the first... No, he didn't.
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the world wound was opened. The first crusade started back in 4622. Your knowledge would make Mendev's crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the World Wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Acquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
Architect of the World Wound.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah. It's free experience.
It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Now, can you finally tell me what you were getting at with all these questions?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. And I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
Okay. You know what? Good luck with this. I have to go.
Girl, hold on. I have a business proposition for you. I would like to hire you as my follower for future expeditions to the World Wound. Your duties will include helping me with experiments, running errands, and probably writing down my quotes for the edification of future generations.
Right.
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
I agree, fine. Because she has to be at least a somewhat competent caster to have made it this far in the world.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Alright. We don't actually have to take her right in this second, but we do at least... We are at least going to just loot that and then keep heading to Defender's Heart. So yeah, that's Nenio. A self-proclaimed genius. Your inventory... damn it, here we go. Okay, so we have to drop things till we're underweight before they'll let us leave. So just basically drop the arm. Drop the armor. And drop the armor. There we go.
Time's not waiting.
Alright. Then... collect. And leave. Oh. Okay. Well, let's see. The armors are not good. The armors are obviously going to be the things I drop, so... Because they're not actually even worth that much. It's 104 and 21, which is nice. What else? The great clubs. But yeah, no, the armor. Yeah, 240 pounds for 104 gold. Yep. And yeah, for 21 gold. The armor sets are the quickest way to get under the weight.
I need to concentrate. Becoming the distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Alright, so we're heading back to Defender's Heart to be able to heal ourselves. And... Alright. Well, we've spotted enemies. We're not in a great condition. We'll evade them. And enter. Alright. So, we've cleared the market square. Alright. Alright. So, first person we want to talk to to figure out what we're going to need is Jorn Vane. Because I've got a ton of non-magical crap. Because, let me be perfectly clear, the non-magical stuff you can sell pretty freely. Because even if you end up wanting to buy it back, it's not expensive enough. Leave Radiance, Shields. Yep. Alright. Do not sell the Midnight Bolt. That is an amazing item. Let's see. And clear out some of the books. Almost New Diary. Let's see. And then alcohol. Yep. Sell item. Apprentice lockpicks. Obviously not. And these are... Yep. And clearing out anything that's not going to be specifically useful. Resting. Yep. No, those are good. Coal. Yeah, any reagents I keep, just in case. Decorated scabbards. Diamond dusts are expensive are used for certain spells. Eldable moss, yeah. Alright. Reagent, first aid kits. Yep. Reagent. Gold, quartz, grinding stone. Yep. Jades. Actually can be used for certain spells. I probably shouldn't sell that. We're fine. We're not to the point where those kind of spells are going to be common anyway. Old map of Arvistan. Smoking pipes. Onions, pearls can be sold safely. Holy symbols keep port. Rainbow quartz. Reagent. Yep. Reagent. Yep. Silver earring. Silver frame. Silver powder. Silver spoon. Reagent. Cheese. Reagent. Cooking. Alright. That'll bring us in roughly 3,000 more gold. Nice. So, if we wanted to, say, hire another character, that would be useful. But there's also various helmets and other items. The attrition dagger. These are some expensive stuff, but some of this stuff is absolutely disgustingly good. Just going down what Jorn Vane's got. +1 banded mail, which is one of the heaviest armors you can get this early on. So that can be ridiculously good, especially if you throw that on Sela. Heavy shield +1. Obviously, we put that on Cowren. Leather armor. Rugged helmet. Helmet grants the wearer DR3 melee, but the wearer suffers a -3 to perception checks. But for most of our frontline fighters, that would still work out really well. Light shield +1. Deceiving facade. Whenever the wielder of this buckler receives a critical hit, they are affected with the effective mirror image spell that produces 2 more mirror image that last 2 rounds. So, for someone who's very defensive, like, I don't know, Carmelia, this would actually be really useful. Armor of Vigilance. +1 armor against a wearer +4 bonus AC against sneak attacks. So, basically, your sneak attacks have a harder chance of hitting you. Living Ram. Breastplate uses the charge combat maneuver and hits an enemy. They deal an additional 1d6 bludgeoning, and the enemy has to pass a reflex save or become knocked on their ass. Yeah, these are some impressive stuff here, especially for considering this is the start of the game. Smashers, +2 necrotic Earthbreaker confirms a critical hit on the enemy. The enemy must pass a Fortitude saving throw or suffer 2 strength ability damage. Attrition. Once a round, when the +1 dagger lands a hit on the enemy, it deals them 1 constitution. This power can't lower their constitution score below 5. But that's huge, because that means they lose an additional few HP every time you hit. So this would be absolutely disgusting with someone who does, I don't know, sneak attacks that regularly hit. Detainer, a crossbow that slows enemies. Merry-go-round. Attack, the next attack the wielders makes, no matter if it hits or misses, deals an additional 1d6. So yeah, even if you miss on your second attack, they're gonna take an extra bit of damage. Pain Channeler, +2 on attack rolls for all touch attacks. So if you've got a lot of, I don't know, scrolls or abilities that just rely on touch, this is ridiculously good. Bastard Sword, +1, just has a +1. And so it's a one-handed, it's exotic proficiency because technically speaking, a Bastard Sword can be used hand and a half. Basically, you're allowed to two-handed as well, when you choose. Butcher of the Undead, Great Club that gives +1 on an additional +1 on Undead, a Roaring Hand Axe, Sonic damage on hit, Silverhawk, which confirms a critical hit, 2d4 force damage on all enemies in a 10-foot radius. Light Hammer of Righteousness deals an additional holy damage on hit. The Mace of Severe Strike, when it confirms a crit, you get an additional 1d8. It's also one of the few mace bludgeoning weapons that finesse wielders will have access to. So if you're a high dex build, a finesse light mace can actually be quite devastating. Acrid Sickle deals an additional acid damage, a Trident +1. Yeah, there's just a bunch of masterwork weapons. So, yeah. Plenty of options. So, yeah.
I know what to do.
Yeah. So, that's one thing. And while we're here, though, we'll take a rest eventually, but there's a few other things we can do while we're here. And remember, we are just 100 short of a level. So let's see. Oh. And remember, we saved Sela's friends. The Defender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins. But somehow, none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, and even softly singing. It doesn't look like the typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Sela waves to you. She is sitting at a table with a trio you met previously, the knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. Reflum Sorgian, come, let me properly introduce you to Elon, Shauna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. Sela pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Erebeth to use what Jana, Curl, and Elon found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could keep the gloom at bay. Sela looks at you hesitantly as if trying to gauge your reaction. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Ha! Let's raise our mugs, my friends! Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Hey, are we just gonna sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have better reasons to toast. Well, how do all of you know Sela exactly? I met my noble sister on the road to Canabris. I was returning from the south from my fiancé, and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomede. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north, along the road to Dresden to my order's camp. Elon's face goes grim as they mention the camp. The demons attacked us there at the same time they struck Canabras, but we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All my fellow Houndhearts were wounded during the battle in the streets. I'm the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sela again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sela at a tavern in Canabras. Before the attack, of course. She was one of the few who would sit at a table with the condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sela's different. I knew the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sela too, so I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Carl is a great lad, so after the night, Sela and I went round the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come, for glory, for redemption, or to help those in trouble, and they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people, and friends. That was a toast, in case you didn't notice. Have you been serving in the Eagle Watch long, Jana? I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? I'm an apprentice of a famous fencing master from Mivan, and I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say it's no accident. Fate brought me here. And what about you, Coral? How did you end up among the condemned? I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums, where everyone stole a little, or maybe smuggled, or guarded stashes, so... He stares into his mug gloomily. But I never killed anybody, and I never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between prison and the condemned, well, of course I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good a fighter, but as Norgorber is my witness, a thief can also be useful in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster, but I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you were in the past, you're our friend now, and a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us, you'll see. And tell me about your order, Elon. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far to the south in Andoran. Lost my parents early, led life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills, I enjoy training in drills, and I'm not afraid of battle. But risking my life for coin? It takes a special mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. You have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many friends die, and I wondered if it was worth it. So, in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now, if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it'll be for a good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev, and became a squire for the Houndhearts. It's a small order. By tradition, it never had more than 12 members, and a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travelers and settlers. Unfortunately, death is common among the Houndhearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago, after laying my men to the rest, but I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Sela, did you call me over just because, or is something the matter? I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Elon is in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Elon shakes his head. Bad idea, sister. I told you, I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness from her friends is no way to live. Carol is right. Reflum Sorgian is here to help me find you. Without her help, I'd still be looking for you all over Canabras. So Elon, come on, stop being so stubborn. All right, tell me more. The young knight shakes his head. In all truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Iomede and her friends certainly have more important things to do, especially now that Canabras has been overrun with demons. If I've learned anything in life, it's that nothing minor about the good and evil. Sela begins seriously, but then a smile lights her face. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one cart from lesser demons, but look how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows, maybe thanks to one joyous hour of peace and rest, The defenders of Conibus will find the strength to protect the city. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Elon, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Ayomede won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. The knight sighs and seems a little embarrassed. All right, I'll explain. Life of Crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something I never expected. It's here I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in all the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the Demon Lord Discari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Conibus. For half a year I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Darek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent knightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich. But I so want to make Kiana happy. Oh, it took me 3 months to find a jewel with the same shade as her eyes, and twice that long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's was worth it, though. But I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is most likely still at the Houndheart's camp outside the city. Elon and his friends don't have time to pack up their camp. First the demons ambushed them, then they rushed off to help Conibus. I think we should at least go in there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. Fine, I'll help. Sela puts her hand on your shoulder. Thanks for agreeing to help. Elon is a good man and a true knight. I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Sela, I hope I can convince Irabeth to let me go with you when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course! If the League of Inspiring Cards has come together in this dark hour, we must continue together onward. And that gets us the experience we need for everybody's level. So, yep. So I think that's the last thing we'll handle today.
Ready for anything.
So, level 4. Here we go. So this is, remember, so for those who might not have been with us, our goal is for our main playable character, Reflim Sorajin, I will be aiming for a Mystic Theurge, allowing me to cast both Divine and Arcane spells. Now, the biggest thing with that is we need be able to cast second level Arcane and Divine spells. Luckily, as a Skald and Scyther, we are just about to gain our second level of spell for Arcane. And, actually I think we'll pick up that Intelligence. Intelligence, I mean, we could just keep pumping Charisma, because that is going to be our casting stat for both classes. Could pump up some more Strength. You know what? Nah, 22's plenty. I'm gonna go, if anything, actually Constitution. Because, yeah, Constitution I think will be it. Then, yep, Knowledge Arcane, Lore Religion. And we get a feat. Let's see. We have the a Skald talent specifically. So let's see. We have Weapon Focus potential, which isn't actually bad, and getting a focus on a quarterstaff would not be the worst thing for us. Let's see. Canny Observer. We get +4 to Perception. Combat Tricks, so allowing us to fight in various other ways. Fast Stealth allows us to use stealth without penalties on speed. Focusing Attack. When a character is confused and the character hits with a melee attack, they deal sneak attack damage, and the character is no longer confused. When the character is shaken and hits a creature with a melee attack that deals sneak attack damage, the character is no longer shaken. Basically, this allows you to counter various status effects. Iron Guts. When the character with his talents has a cast iron stomach or has trained themselves to withstand poisons, especially ingested ones, they gain a +1 bonus on all saves against poison, and +4 bonus against all spells and effects that cause them to be nauseated or sickened. Skill focus, so if you have a particular skill you want to, be very good at. Slow reactions. Opponents damaged by the character's sneak attack can't make attacks of opportunity for 1 round. A rogue with this talent gains favored terrain as the ranger class feature of the same name, but the bonus does not increase with their level. So basically you get an extra bit. Weakening wound. When making a sneak attack against a creature that has damage reduction, the character's attack reduces the damage reduction for 2 rounds by an amount equal to the character's level. This penalty to damage reduction does not stack. We're going to go for Weakening Rune, because we are going to, as you might expect, with dealing with the World Wound, a lot of creatures with a lot of damage reduction. And our 2nd level spell. Remember, we have a focus and a big focus on enchantment spells. So, let's see. Because we do have spell focus enchantment. So, 1 creature within close range, you fill your bards with blaring cacophony of discordant sounds, making it hard for the target to act or concentrate. The creature gains nauseated condition for the duration of the spell if the will save fails, but nothing else. So only if they fail, though. We could also gain, let's see, Heroism. They get +2 to morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. But let's be clear, this is probably one of the ones I would honestly go for. Hold Person. Subject becomes paralyzed and freezes in place. It is aware and breathes normally but cannot take any actions, even speech. Each round the subject may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. Mortal Terror. You imbue the target with exaggerated sense of its own mortality and a drive for self-preservation. The target is shaken, and the first time each round the target takes damage, including the first round of the spell's duration, it must succeed at a will save or its fear level increases by 1 step, from shaken to frightened. If the target fails a saving throw while frightened, it is transfixed in terror and is unconscious for the remainder of the spell's duration. If the target succeeds the initial will save, it is shaken for 1 round, but its fear level cannot be further, so you get something out of it no matter what. Yeah, Mortal Terror is absolutely. Rage is basically basically a secondary use of our own skill as an inciter, where we can make everyone stronger. While in Rage, subjects cannot use spells. Yeah, nice, but not necessarily the best thing for us. Alright. So, I think we'll take that. And... let's go... yeah, a Hold Person. We'll rely more on Mortal Terror, but Hold Person can come in handy, so... yeah, and like I said, we have an enchantment focus. Alright. And we also gain Uncanny Dodge. So, we can no longer be caught flat-footed. And we still lose our Dex bonus, which doesn't exist anyway. The character already has Uncanny Dodge, is improved, but we only have regular. That's fine. Yeah, folks. So, we have now hit our first goal. Yep. So, we've hit level 4. Of course, everyone else needs to level 2, but the other person that majorly Cowrin levels up. And now she's a Dragonair Scion. But let's check her progress towards hers, which is going to be the Student of War is our goal. So she needs a base attack of 5, the feat dodge, and needs a base attack bonus of 5. So, yep, Dragonair Scion. And I believe she needs another point of dexterity to take dodge. And let's see, Arcana Knowledge and World. And Draconic Strike. At 4th level, whenever a Dragonair Scion damages a target with an attack augmented by Arcane Strike, the attack deals an additional 1d4 damage of the Dragonair Scion's energy strike. In other words, she now starts, every strike of hers will start doing acid damage. So, yep.
Focus on the goal.
Alright. So, the biggest thing with us is in our next classes. Next, we'll begin to class into Oracle. To be, we'll start becoming an Oracle. So, bear in mind, by doing so, we will pass up the Scald and Scyther. Nerves and calmness, more balanced creature, thereby no longer gives allies a penalty Ace or limits what they can use. Yeah, so if I remain just an Inciter, it wouldn't be till 20th level that our inciting ability could target only enemies. So I don't think that's that worth it. Alright.
No mistakes.
Alright. So, the other person we can talk to, Visali. Whenever I sleep outside the wall of Defender's Heart, I'm plagued by terrible dreams. Can you help me? The priest studies your face carefully. You look tired, but otherwise entirely healthy. If we were anywhere else, I would simply tell you to get some rest, but we are on the border of the world wound, and I'm all too aware of what's happening to you. As you know, the wound is a rift between Galarian and the Abyss, and all the evil that feeds the Abyss does the opposite in our world. It feeds on Galarian. So that even when we cannot see demons near us, our ultimate foe, the Abyss, is always surrounding us. Many soldiers fighting in the world wound experience similar things. They suffer terrible nightmares and get no peace, sometimes even lose their minds. But we are trained to help you with the affliction. Okay. Yep. So basically, that's just explaining the corruption in story and in lore. By the way, for those curious, this is High Lore. This is the guy who will allow you to hire mercenaries. And very much so, like I said, it's one of those cases where you can absolutely have an entire team of them and only bring along, the story people as they go. And let's see. Well, let's get through everyone else's 4th levels, of course. Nenio. She's a caster. Yep. Yeah, she takes more intelligence, of course. Acid Arrow. You'll note skill-wise, she is Knowledge Arcana, World, Lore and Nature, Lore Religion, and Use Magic Device. Acid Arrow, yep.
I am prepared.
Let's see. Next up is Lan, of course. Another, yep, now he can start using, as I say, Key Power True Strike, which will allow him his next attack to land.
I know what to do.
Alright. Ember gets more healing. Yeah, Ember becomes basically a heal witch.
Time's not waiting.
So she basically just focuses on healing and keeping your party alive. Woljif gets more focus. Well, basically he's big on evasion to
Focus on the goal.
evasion and subtly getting in to do sneak attacks. Carmelia Spirit Hunter adds some additional strength to offset her weakness. Trickery, obviously not as talented as Woljif in it, but still fairly good. Mobility is another big one for her. Battle Master makes an extra attack of opportunity each round. So basically, she's able to flank and get into excellent positions to assist. She's not meant to be solely on the front line. She's supposed to be a support attacker, darting in and out of combat.
Ready for anything.
And Sela, of course, she's a paladin. Paladins haven't changed much since the first damn version. They've gotten different abilities and things have been reworked, but at the end of the day, they're a goddamn paladin. There are variations, of course. Note that she actually acknowledged world and persuasion as her strong points. Yep. And she can now channel energy. And everyone's spell books. Let's just go through and make sure everyone's set up. Yeah, like Nenyo, because she just got some extra spell slots. I'm taking off Mage Armor. Okay. Her favorite schools. Yeah. I'll get Vanish. And... Another Magic Missile. Three Magic Missiles, 2 Snowballs I think will work for her. Then her big ones. Create Pit is nice, but Create Pit can really bite you in the ass. Mirror Image is awesome. I'm actually going to do more Acid Arrows. Stone Call is nice, but Stone Call hits everyone, and that's a huge area. So it can be kind of middling usefulness. So that can bite you in the ass. Lan, of course, can't spells. Ember will always start with the biggest heal she can. Woljif. Alright. Yeah, I still stand by the 1 Burning Hands, the 1 Grease, and 2 Magic Missiles. Then... Let's go... Yeah, Mirror Image. And... Resist Energy... Like, the problem with Resist Energy is it only targets one person. For me, and okay, you just target the tank with it. It's nice, but if I'm honest, more often than not, until I get the communal versions, I typically don't like to use these spells. Yeah, we'll take an Acid Arrow. And... Camellia. Protection from communal. We'll give her also... Okay, 1 Cure Moderate Wounds. And 2nd Cure Light Wounds. Remove Fear isn't bad, but Remove Fear is situational, but if you need it, yeah, you need it. Paladin spells. Ooh. That's right, she's got that now. Bless is the easy one. Bless Weapon. Overcoming DR. That's definitely nice. Divine Favor. For a minute, she gets +1 on attack. For every 3 caster levels you have, so she'd get... Yeah, so right now she'd just get a +1 to attack and damage. Not necessarily the best right now. Protection from Chaos and Evil. Again, the communal versions are so much better. One that you could theoretically make an argument for, Restoration Lesser, of course, but I'm thinking more like Stunning Barrier. Basically allows her to... Basically, because she'll be in the front, and that allows her to basically, if someone hits her, there's a chance that they'll be stunned. Yeah, I can see that. Stunning Barrier. And of course, Kaurin can't cast spells. Dragonair Scion doesn't actually cast spells, they just get effects. Alright. So, we did that. Throw a dart at the target. Oh. Okay. Find other survivors. Yep. Sela is romanceable. Just about all the main characters are mostly romanceable. Worm, spies amidst our ranks. Yeah, so these are all things we'll need to take care of. Alright. Friend in Need. League of the Inspiring Cart. Alright. Okay. So okay, so hide completed quests might be the easiest way. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. Hide completed quests. So, we still have the Worm Family's Secrets, Spies and Mudstorm Ranks, in the Burning City to visit. A Common Cause. The Thieflings have joined the Crusaders. A Stay of Execution. Yep, we still have some time. But, for now... Oh, and we haven't had a chance to sit down and actually talk with Ember since we recruited her. The elf in front of you is young, still an adolescent by the standards of their long-lived folk. A childish, carefree smile plays on her face, and her wandering eyes linger on you for just a moment before darting off again into the distance. Terrible scars cover her body, and few of her fingers are missing. A crow sits on her shoulder, observing you with its clever black eyes. Tell me about yourself. Well, they call me Ember. I used to live in the River City, and now I walk with you. That's my story. Why do they call you Ember? I've had many names. When I was little, my mom and dad called me Dove, or Cricket, or Kitten. Dad called me his ray of sunshine. And when my mom was cross, she'd call me by a long name, a grown-up one. I can't remember it, no matter how hard I try. Then, when I came to live in the River City, the good people called me different funny names like Ember or Torch or Smoky. I don't know why. They called me Birdbrain because I have a crow. They called me Lucky Seven because of my fingers. She raises her hands. The middle on her right hand and the two smaller fingers on her left are missing. They sometimes called me Grilled Meat, and said I was stupid. But I didn't feel hurt. I mean, they're right. I really am silly. They didn't mean to hurt me. I like Ember. It's a good word. Embers are like people. On the outside, they're gray and cold like stones, but they're warm inside. You can blow on them, and they'll start a fire that help you survive a cold night. And that's wonderful, isn't it? Where do you get your magical powers from? These tricks? I have them from my grandma. She used to be my father's grandma, and before that, his father's. I've never seen her myself, but she's very clever and kind. When I lived on the street, sometimes she left food for me, or a blanket in the winter. Sometimes I feel her stroking my hair as I fall asleep, but if I open my eyes, there's no one there. She also sent me Soot. She scratches the crow's beak, and the bird grumbles happily in response. She tells Soot how to do different tricks, and Soot teaches me. It appears Ember doesn't know who exactly gives her these powers, but you can guess from her words her patron is Andaletta, a powerful Archon, one of the Imperial Lords, known as the Grandmother Crow. So she's getting him from a divine... So she's getting her powers from a divine source. And we've already run into Holrun, so we know that he's part of the reason she's burned. And why the Grandmother Crow would take mercy on her. Yep. I have to go. So go. Alright. And yeah, I think that's about it, what we can do before we take our rest. Alright. So, let's get some rest. Alright. The only thing we can do is here, cook. And Calrin's got the best skill. Hearty meal, seasoned wings. Sure. Yeah. And we don't have what we need to scribe scrolls, and frankly, don't really... Oh, actually, before we do, that's something we can actually purchase, I believe. Who had the scribe scroll? Was it... Did you have them? Let's see. Alchemist kits. Spicy pastry we can learn. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Okay, well, we'll definitely take the new recipe. I've learned a new recipe. Let's see, was it... Oh. You found the new recipe? Yes, I know. Going to use it, because that is always welcome. The more recipes you have, the more options you have while camping, for all sorts of buffs.
Ready for anything.
Alright. Let's see, did you have it, Vane? Alright. Nope, nothing there. Nope, okay. Wasn't sure.
Focus.
Who had it? Oh well. Thought someone else had a... Oh! The other person we can talk to who actually might have some interesting goodies on him is the little wizard we saved. The little rogue. Where is he? There you are. Hey, Woljif. I want to know more about you. Alright. Nah, enough I want to talk about. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't... Because once you... Okay, so you have to do his quest, because he has a shop as well. And... Oh, we also met last time, before we finish up, the target of Forn's... And Forn was... said that she was evil and malicious, and... No, she's here to hunt demons the same as many others. But she's also a drow, making her less popular among others. So... Alright. Just making sure we're good before I have to call it quits, because I gotta start getting ready for work. But I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Hope you all are enjoying, and I hope you all join me next time on this, or maybe something else. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.